Howdy y'all. We start this video here in the lovely Lowe's parking lot. As you can see. 62, 62, 62. I think 62? No, definitely not. 60. Yep. Bingo. The reason why we're in here is because we're looking for one of these torque splits. We need a 12-point T55 torque split. Not the easiest thing to find. See the 5 points. Well, it's a 6 point. Wait, no, yeah, it's a 6 point. 5 and 6 points are super simple to find. The reason why I couldn't find it, because Lowe's doesn't have it. But I did get a Mountain Dew. Unfortunately, I feel like an asshole buying soda from a home improvement store and not the actual equipment that I needed. All good. Home Depot time. Let's try this again. Oh, look at all these weapons. Now that's a knife. Things Matt's learned today. It is exceptionally difficult to try and just go out willy-nilly and find a triple square 12-point torque split for my Porsche. Now, reason being why I came out here, because you're probably thinking, oh, you're an idiot, you probably should have called first. I did. I talked to the associate, and even though I told him what I needed and I gave him the part number, he had a female triple point, or not triple point, a female 12-point socket, which is not the same as a 12-point torque bit. The bit being the male end, which is what I need to get this thing off. These guys are my saviors. Seriously, that's right, we've arrived. Oh yeah, I don't even know where to park. I don't even know where the entrance is. Open, entrance, okay, it's over there. It's over that way. Well, fucking got it. I found it! A day late and $8.22 later. I really hope this is the right piece to go in there, but we got it. Realistically, I should just take this off right here, but I don't have anything to pop that open, so I'm gonna have to go home, and if it's not the right one, it's okay. It's alright, we'll figure it out. I actually filmed an ending to the other video, well, to the other clips that you just saw before this, most likely. I'm probably just gonna splice this right in to intercept that, because it was literally, I was going to make it like a daily video in a sense, just to document my failure, but no failure here, because we found Mr. Torque Spit. I could not tell you what I had to explain to the Lowe's employee. I literally couldn't, like, it's too vulgar. And I wasn't mad at him, I was just, the way I was trying to explain this male part, and he was showing me the female part, he still didn't get it. It's okay, we're gonna go home, we're gonna get into the actual steering wheel stuff. I'm probably gonna give you like a POV too, so I'm gonna put you in my brain and my eyes to check this out. Just because the camera angle from this is cool and all, and from here is cool and all, and like, well, that's actually pretty good, but I have no way to get you up there, because that's just, yeah. We're gonna teleport, so I'll see you there. Look, I know I said I was gonna give you a POV, which I will, but first I just wanna make sure that this torque spit fits before I disconnect the battery and all that stuff. Although it takes just a second to disconnect the battery, still, this is just efficiency. That's all this is. Even though, like, you know, I'm not the most efficient person in the world. I got my little Allen key in here. This is how you pop this airbag in. It helps to push this in, but I'm gonna beep the horn if I do it. Just push it in a little bit. Get that up. You can use a screwdriver, anything like that. It needs to catch, because it's just like a wire that it's butting up against. It's not the easiest thing, but it is satisfying once you get this off. There we go, popped out. Hopefully you saw that. Now let's just slide this into the crevasse, because I don't want my airbag exploding on me. That would be yeah. Let's just make sure it fits in there. This goes in here if it does, and oh, that is a satisfying feeling. That's a perfect fit. So what we're gonna do before I disconnect that and go any further, next we disconnect the battery. I'm gonna wait about a half an hour, and then I'm gonna come back out. Got it off. Put that down there. I'm gonna let this chill for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I think 20 minutes is actually what you're supposed to do. So, yeah, I'm gonna go read a book or frolic in the woods. You will probably see 20 minutes right. Wasn't that a lovely 20 minutes that you did not have to experience? I know it was. Just a disclaimer, the hood latch is electric, so once you disengage the battery, if you close the hood, I personally don't know, nor have I researched how to get back to connecting power to the car. If that makes sense to you, I'm glad. If it doesn't, just think about what I just said. Maybe watch that a few times. So what we have to do is actually pop that retaining pin, pull this little airbag connecting thing. Now, just so you know, because I don't think I've exposed it yet in this video, if you look to the right, that is the steering wheel and hub and horn button that we're going to be putting on. That is going to get covered up with a Porsche logo. I've decided on that. Y'all have commented and DM'd me and messaged me on Snapchat and let me know you also agree that that is the better thing to do. To be honest with you, I kind of don't like how this looks. It looks, if this was thinner, it'd probably be cool. Or if this was able to go like under, which it actually, yeah, it might be able to, but that kind of looks silly. So really, I think I might be switching off of this sometime soon. But nonetheless, that is neither here nor there. Let's focus on getting this bad boy off. I lied to you about the POV. Sorry, I'm not doing that. What I am doing is I'm going to take this Torx to get this up and relieve this. You apply pressure downward, not upward, downward. Don't break it. And this popped out ever so gently. This is an expensive part. You don't want to break it. You don't want to lose it. You don't want to get rid of it. I'm just going to hook it back up to the wheel once I remove the wheel. Move this over here. Now I've got a attachment, just an extension right here. That way, once I stick this in, I am so glad that that works. This is a special bit. It's a 12 ridge or a triple square Torx bit. It's an M12 T55. I got it from Napa Auto Parts, as you've seen earlier, in case you skip past all that stuff. Now what we got to do is just counterclockwise turn this bad boy. I've seen this be a little bit difficult, but oh my god, that's so awesome. Nothing ever. If you want, go watch the video of me doing this in my Mercedes. Oh my god, that was the most... Actually, I didn't even show any footage of me removing it because that was the hardest thing to ever do in my life. We're just going to speed this up because I know you don't want to see this. And we've got her out. This I am just going to place up here. Nice and safe. When you do put that back in, I'm going to want to re-Loctite it just a little bit. And this should just, yep. It just comes right out. Whoop-de-doo-de-doo. And that's that. I guess I can pull this back out. There we go, ladies and gents. The wheel is off. Heavy steering wheel. Wow. It's the airbag primarily, I would assume. This hub, if you pull this off, you're going to notice that this hub, it has the two hooks right here to hold this in, to turn this, and really the airbag is just going to fit. The compartment's going to pop in right there. So let me get you a better angle. What I'm doing is just lining my fingers over the holes and then coming up to this and then just going on. And that is how you get that bad boy right there. We've got the Loctite back on this winch and we are going to enter back into the hub and start screwing it in. So the trick here, what I have to do is I have to line up this with these holes, with these holes, with these holes, and then with those holes. So what I'm going to do first is get my screws in. I'm going to use my knees just to hold this. It could help if you had an assistant of some sort. These don't need to be deathly tight. Obviously, you do want to tighten them up. So there's the wheel. It's nice and tiny. It's on. Let's back up so you can actually see what it looks like. I like it. It looks a lot better than I actually thought it would. Let's get the battery back on and start it up. Have some fun with it. So we're just gonna get this bad boy on there. And I just have to tighten. Battery equipped and connected. This cover goes on just by getting those hooks lined up, pulling it in, and getting these grommets lined up, which seems like these don't want to. Before we close that and screw ourselves, let's just make sure this starts up. Looks like we do have power. Right, so we've got the new wheel on the car. I'm just taking a test ride up to Shell to get some fuel, and I just want to see how this acts. We do have 2 lights that are appearing, just 2 codes. Obviously my airbag code, which maybe I can clear that. I gotta look into that. If anybody knows, comment down below. Also, not to mention, we have a PSM failure code. So, which means perhaps I don't have any traction control at the moment. Who needs that anyway? But realistically, seriously, I believe that maybe because I disconnected the battery and reconnected it. So by reconnecting the battery, that should, in theory, go off after a couple miles, perhaps. I do also have to straighten out the steering wheel. I didn't position it correctly, so I just have to pull off the hub and get that back in. But I also have to pull the grommets off, I believe, to get rid of that noise. I gotta say, just the feel, the look, and everything of the wheel being red with this is actual suede. This is not Alcantara. You can tell immediately once you put your hands on the wheel, this is by no means a fake leather or some type of Alcantara micro suede polyester fabric. This is real spot on leather, and the craftsmanship of this wheel is awesome. It would be a lot better if it was straight. Fueled up. PSM is back in action. This stuff's working correctly. We're gonna swing back home, get this stuff buttoned up and squared away where I need it to be. I'll get back to you at that point. Okay, we've got the wheel all buttoned up. Everything's good to go. I'm just trying to find a better position for it because it's much smaller than the other one, and you have all this room to really figure out where you want to put it. So I'm just driving around seeing where my preferred location is. On that note, is this gonna stay? We'll see. We'll see. I really do like it. On that note, I will end the video here. Subscribe if you haven't already. There's a red rectangular subscribe button down below, and that will just help you stay in tune a little bit better, more in touch with my content. All you have to do is enable the notification button to the right of that button, subscribe button as well. A lot of buttons here, I know. Give the video a thumbs up. There's a little thumbs up down there. Just like the video. That's a way you can show that you like it. Give me good feedback. Comment below if you want to see anything different or me do anything different on the channel or whatever. Let me know. I am just curious, open to positive and negative criticism. Do your thing. Just be mature about it. If not, it's okay. You're allowed to do that too. I will see you later.